Hey everyone, this is Matt with the Fundamental Investing Institute. Thank you for tuning in today. We've been creating a couple of videos on the different operating risks, and I've kind of talked about this in a very generic sense. But right now I talk to a lot of small businesses. I still have my hands involved in a few, and the biggest operating risk for every single small business owner that I've talked to, the number one operating risk is labor. Everyone is finding a hard time. Everyone is having a hard time finding people to come into the organization and stay long enough to become trained. And everyone's just dealing with a ton of turnover. And there are not a lot of good answers to this. I mean, one is, I think business owner operators need to try to create the best work environment that they possibly can. I know a lot of people, a lot of business owners that frankly I would never work with because their personalities are just hard, and so there are always some introspection that is needed. But it's just something to be cognizant of, especially if you're going to acquire a business. You're probably going to spend a significant part of your time interviewing people, hiring people, trying to train people. And I've been in business for a long time, and I've never seen a labor market this challenging. Obviously it's worse in some businesses than others, and I've seen businesses that have had to fold their doors because they can't find people. A lot of businesses are unable to grow. I mean, they can't keep their current operations staffed, let alone new operations. So it's a major impediment, and it's just something that we need to think about moving forward. Again, we want to just do what we can, and I heard a great podcast with a real successful entrepreneur, someone who was in the home services business, and even little things like he made sure that he had the best coffee maker for his employees. So I think little things like that can go a long way, making sure you're listening to your employees. It's a factor that would not have been as important 10 years ago, but it's very important now. And make sure you understand your employees, their grievances, and make sure that their voices are being heard, because of course these are the people day to day who are doing the work, and they understand the little operating details of that business the best. So we just want to, you really want to be the best boss, best manager you can. Obviously it's within reason. Everyone has limited resources, but it's just something to be cognizant of. If you're thinking about buying a business or starting a business, we really want to think about the employee market and how we're gonna handle that. So, one of the misconceptions is just thinking that as a business owner, just thinking that you're competing in the end market, meaning the market for whatever product or service that you provide, but you're actually competing for a lot of inputs as well, and you're going to compete with for labor with all of not only your competitors but businesses in other industries as well. And so you need to think about it through that vein. How do I create a competitive advantage for my employees so I can hire and retain the best people? And it's very important to think about. Like I said, it has always been important, of course, but it would have been less so 10 years ago, but now it's really at the forefront. So just something to think about, and we'll end there. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.